So this is a match in the Aurora Esports Overwatch.
Between the New York City Newts and the Paris Pet Rocks. It's going to be a banger today. I can feel it.
Yes, we got two sort of strong-ish teams, like the Newt, who on paper should be very good. And the Pet Rocks all have somehow came from like not that well to like very well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the Pet Rocks, like on paper, are one of the best teams in the league, but it's just they haven't been performing well. So I don't know if it's like something's not gelling or if it's like something that just isn't there.
I
Uh,
think you got the Newt and Pet Rocks mixed
oh, I
up.
said the wrong one. I do that a
Yeah.
lot, but
Oh,
yeah,
so good.
yeah. But I think that like if they could get it together, they genuinely might be able to like knock a couple teams out of the playoffs here. This is the first of the quarterfinals.
N-
There's wait,
No, not
or
quarterfinals. It's the play-ins.
oh the plans. Okay,
Yeah.
I get the playoff is very strange because there are four buys, so it feels very weird.
I
But
mean,
yeah, last match of the play-ins.
yep.
So whoever is loses will be knocked out of the season. So both teams are very good, but one of them has to go today.
Uh, yeah. We're going to see if like the Newt can go and get some good or like passing synergy and just like do really well. I mean, like we do get to see the Boon Fist.
The Boon
So
Fist. I'm so
and
excited.
and the Yeet Fist. This is gonna be
I
a
don't
bong.
think it's gonna be a Doomfist meta.
It,
This is like the
it
first real match since the patch, I
I
believe.
think I think because it's like Booney is bit notorious well for his DPS for playing Doomfist, and it's called Boonfist, and
Yeah,
Yeetmeister
yeah.
played a lot of Doomfist in the past. Um
I think that Hog is
I
a little
think
bit better
I
right now.
I
So
think what's gonna let me you can go. Hog's very good. Um
especially you can
right
like
now.
hook, you can interrupt all the Doomfist cooldowns. You have whole Hog if he tries to come in. Uh
Ho- However, like the players, I would think, like if
yeah,
say when Yeetmeister sort of most of the time Yeetmeister goes on the bench after like the fourth round, I think that's when they're going to play Hog with like thick BBQ, and I'm thinking it's gonna be
yeah.
Doomfist on like that. Um
I think it's so this is kind of weird because it's like this is really the first patch of the new meta, so it's so difficult to predict what's going to happen.
okay.
Uh, Doomfist, especially if like because both of these are very like experienced Doomfist players, they definitely could roll out on Doomfist and get a lot of value. Uh, but they also could try to play like the Hog meta, which I think plays a little bit slower, but does have a lot more pick potential with the hook.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do think they might switch on to Hog, on like probably which the good old fashioned what is it? The one inside that one fully
What?
zone tower. What
Oh,
is it
Control
called?
Center?
Yeah, control
Yeah, yeah,
center
yeah.
might be Hog. I would also think because and Booney is also known for another character which is Reinhardt. We could see maybe
Maybe
Reinhardt,
that would be
but I
fun.
doubt it. Unless
I
it's
think Doom might be better on like closed in maps like Control Center just because your punch can like connect with the walls and
yep.
but I think they nerfed the wall damage, if I'm not
They did
mistaken.
nerf the wall damage, however, I do think they increased the stun, but I could be wrong.
That sounds
Um,
right. I don't
it
remember the
is
exact patch notes, but that sounds right.
it is Esperanza.
Yeah.
Esperanza. That one. Yeah.
This one, ooh, I don't know what to expect here. I
I
personally, I like the hog here a little bit better on this map because I think there's a lot more flank angles, so you can go for more flanks. But
uh
also like Doomfist, I think, might be able to really close some of those
yeah.
long uh those long corridors, it's Doomfist might be really good at closing the gap between the teams.
So we talked a lot about the good old-fashioned tanks. What do you
Yeah.
think supports in DPS? So I'm going to try to predict it.
Okay.
The
Yeah. Yeah.
scene, Kiriko, Lucio, because those are basically the only two
Yep.
supports for the last 20
Definitely. Yeah.
weeks. Tracer maybe? Like I could see Mikey going Tracer or
Tracer would make a
like,
lot of sense. Yeah.
or they could even like go like a damage boost Echo might go crazy, but like, oh no.
I th-
Um,
I think that they're probably gonna keep the Sojourn.
I
I
honestly,
think Tracer would be a solid pick. I'm trying to think of anyone else. I think kind of my dark horse of like a DPS I really want to see played, but I don't
yeah.
think it will is Bastion. Bastion
Uh,
is a lot better now, but I don't know if they'll play him. So I would love to see some Bastion.
yeah.
But yeah, supports like
Oh, it's so what I'm guessing is it's going to be,
oh, they did change their lineup. Yeah,
oh yeah, so it's definitely gonna be Hog.
Hog, at least
100%.
for the pet rocks.
Yeah, Pet Rocks, 100%. They're gonna probably put Bomber Cloud on Sojourn, I'm guessing,
Yeah,
and
hit scan.
PJ on Tracer. Naga definitely Kiriko, and then Lucio on
Yeah,
for
yeah.
yeah, Hefe, and then Booney, he can go Boonfish, he can do other stuff, I don't know.
I think there's a chance. I don't think
Yeah.
this is a high chance, but I think there is a chance that they whip out the Mercy and do like a damage boosted Echo.
Or like damage boosted Sojourn even, like I could see
Or
like
whatever, not
Frosty
Echo,
with like,
Sojourn. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Damage boosted Sojourn. I keep saying that wrong.
But Kiriko, because Kiriko seems to be
Yeah.
the go-to.
I think
I
that's
mean,
probably more likely in a Hog comp just because Doomfist, I feel like you have to go faster and you have to close space, and the Hog can play like a little bit slower and look for hooks.
um,
So while that's going on, you can
yeah.
like damage boost your Sojourn and just look for poke.
So we are going the in.
Initiating
Oh
match.
man, it
Who's
is a
your
beast.
player to keep an eye on each team? Who's your
Okay, so both of these teams have very good DPS. I mean,
yeah.
PJ and Cold Beer, fantastic. They, especially Cold Beer, that man's scary. That he just shoots you. And then definitely Mikey and Nathan. I've played Nathan a bit of times on. He's ring for us on actually tank. He's very good, I would say. And we all seen the Boonfist. And whoa, it's Lucio and Kiriko. Ooh, surprise, surprise.
I have
Oh,
a
yo, I
prediction.
predict. Yeah,
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 you got it. You like got their comp perfectly. Yeah.
yeah. I
Uh,
swear.
I think that Hog is the better tank right now, but I have a feeling that Booney is gonna have a good match here on Doomfist.
Yeah. They all also going to get to point force due to like TP and all that. And Mikey does switch to the Tracer, so the real difference is the tanks and one dude has a soldier guy.
That's so interesting. Soldier is has less of a like headshot potential, but he has a little bit more poke, so maybe they're doing this for a longer.
Yeah,
sustained
Booney goes in, gets out, and sort of both teams are just trying to get each other's high ground. And Mikey seems to be slowly pushing the robot. Yeah.
The Newts are getting really low right here. Stay managing to stabilize. This is a very long fight.
Oh, but a fantastic hook by BBQ to knock out Nathan. And another hook. Yeah.
Pet Rocks really took a really long time, but once they got that hook, the
Yeah,
Newts
it was
just kind of
fake.
fell apart there. You have a lot of
Yeah.
ults coming online, so I'm excited to see this pulse bomb battle between PJ and Mikey.
Yeah, it's.
I still think this fight is probably gonna come down to if
Keep it up.
BBQ can land a big hook.
I now that he doesn't have hook, I do think Booney is going to go into the back line. Thick BBQ pops out and kills Booney back. However, there is a bomb onto Thick BBQ. He got low. He is low, but Bomb Cloud, PJ, and the QQ clean
That was,
up.
that was a really good engage by Booney, trying to take advantage of the lack of hook after the Newts burn theirs, but they just had a whole hog and they were able to just isolate. Whoa, that is not a Doomfist.
Oh, I think yeah, I think it's because like this is better than for Hog than Doomfist. Oh, and a fantastic Susu Frosty keeping it alive, and Booney and them are going in very hard right now.
Oh, I've been saying his name wrong. I saw the two C's and I thought they were two B's. His name is Thick Boy. I thought it was. I apologize for that.
Don't worry, I've messed up Thick
Yeah.
Boy's name way too many times. I'm so
I-
sorry, Thick Boy.
I
You're
do
great.
think that Orisa is a soft counter to Hog. You're able to kind of like isolate the Hog in a 1v1 more, but the Hog has the hook, so that's like a one-shot potential that Orisa just doesn't have.
However, Orisa has a lot more protective power, and both Susie are pop, and Visor is pop. Bomb Cloud does get it with laser beam. And however, Thick BBQ with the nice outpull on Frosty. However, Mikey and Booney do. However, Bomb Cloud with the 2K and another hook to finish it off. For the
I'm really surprised that the Newts didn't use beat there. They had beat the whole time. They could have really used that for the sustain.
yeah. So
Maybe they want to save that for an engage and try to go aggressive with the beat.
absolutely, I do believe they're going to probably use it to stop whole hog. I'm guessing.
Maybe.
It's 1-for-1 right now. Mikey with a good headshot, and PJ to counter it. However, Booney's getting pushed into the corner. However, the beat is propped to counter it. However, Booney was left alone, and there's a secret Hog and Kiriko in the back line.
They definitely know he's there, right?
I think so. Yeah, they do. They're just walking.
He's gonna be set up for a really big hook if he can like stay behind him. No, they're gonna collapse on him. Is that gonna be a big stagger? He's gonna get out. There's no way.
Same with
I don't know
Kiriko.
how they didn't get out. Yeah, Kiriko I thought was gonna TP out, but him just walking across their team is kind of surprising.
Yeah, it is going to be fight for push. Booney spin totally. We're looking for hook, and the hook was fantastic on Thick. Thick Boy. Nathan has this, but I believe they're going to just back off right now.
Yeah.
But Nathan does get the pick while leaving. However,
That was a delayed
uh,
disengage. They really should have gotten out faster or gone harder once Booney died.
yeah.
They just drew themselves out and are gonna lose a lot of space on the payload right here.
Yeah. They'll fall on ult on like the entirety of the rocks.
I do think that I think that Bomba Clock's probably gonna have a big. It's what's gonna be a Sojourn battle. They're both gonna get probably use Overclock right here, and I think it's gonna come down to just whoever gets more picks of it.
However, they do have they don't have they do have late what's it called
Wow.
Kiriko ult, and they do pop a lot of ults on like the
Bomba Clock just killed like what was that 4 of that fight?
yeah, he just shoots 1,
Big
2,
fight by
3,
Bomba
4.
Clock.
Yep. Nathan with a very good pick onto Thick Boy. And Mikey's right now charging in the entire rock.
Oh, he left.
So just going into Mikey with 2. Oh, pause for this because pause. We're getting a pause right now. Yeah.
There we go.
So there was a reason Thick Boy didn't exist for a moment. So he
Oh yeah, he did die early that
he
fight,
is-
so he must have like
I
AFK'd.
don't think there was any more fighting. Have to wait for PJ.
Oh, that's true. They were in the middle of a fight, so I think technically.
Your mom's still fighting. I don't know if we're going to count PJ hiding behind a wall to be considered still fighting.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Um.
how did you expect the booty Orisa at all?
Um. No, well,
I,
not at the beginning, but it does make sense to like counter the hawk.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, if I was in Booty's position right now, I would just run a counter hog. Like I feel like Orisa is
I
good at shutting down a hog in a 1v1, but like in a team fight, the Orisa
I
provides a lot less value than the hog.
However, due to like protecting better against the hog and also the comfort, I think Booney's a lot more comfortable on like Orisa.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I think that's the reason, and
It's more of
at
a
least
comfort
it's
pick.
a pretty good. It's a really good counter against hawk. I mean, you
Yeah.
can spear the hawk, you can spin, you can make it so he can't hook you with your shift. You get extra health. Great counter. Um,
I also
yeah.
think the soldier is a little bit of a strange pick here.
I think Nathan's just really comfortable on the shoujo, I guess.
Yeah. So you think the
Uh,
Newts are just going to their comfort picks right now instead of trying to play like the meta?
well, I don't think because like Booney's comfort pick is like maintained, so like
Like
Winston and like
Ryan, yeah, yeah.
Ryan. So he's not really on the most comfortable pick, but it's I think better for him to be on Orisa than sort of the
Yeah.
hog. Nathan mostly just goes soldier. I think that's what he's mostly known for, right?
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then like yeah.
I wonder if oh, we're going back in.
Well, going back in. PJ, get out of there. He's sneaking. They. Oh man. And they'll just sort of bring in the entire things. The two Frosty and Mikey on the high ground. Well, Booney and
The
Nathan
Newts have
and
so many
Bronx are
ults here.
just going in.
The Newts
However,
have to win
they
this fight.
going to just use a ton of bolts. Oh, that was a very good Juju by Frosty keeping a thing, and Thick Boy with the hook and the other hook. He's just going in. He is dominating. Oh man, he's going in some more, and
I'm kind of surprised they didn't, at least on like the Tracer or the Lucy, to go just contest the cart, because they're gonna have to get a lot more space back. If they were to have won that fight like cleanly and then kept the bot from moving, they could have definitely tried to finish out this cap.
yeah,
So close to the door, I don't know if it really matters. I think at this point they're satisfied with what they have so far, and they're just trying to maintain it.
I think Booney will probably pop a Vista span pretty soon. I'm guessing like right now. And he does pop it. He gets some of the players quite low, and Mikey does follow up with it. Same with Nathan, and they do get to take back the thing. However, again, Thick Boy is just in the enemy team. He just is there.
Yeah.
He couldn't sneak back this time, but last time, kind of.
I'm an Orisa player, or Orisa main myself, so I'm a little bit disappointed they did not combo Sojourn Slow with the Orisa pool. It does quite a bit of damage, and it does a lot of slow ability on the enemy team. They did still win the fight, though, but I really like that as a combo.
Fantastic pick by Thick Boy, and a fantastic pick on Frosty. Nathan is right now dueling PJ for high ground, and on the bottom we have a dual tank. Thick Boy with 2 and maybe 3 as he's shredding Booney with the whole hog. Huff and PJ does get 2 while going out as the team was leaving.
Thick Boy's really putting a lot of work on this hog. Like, just the fact that consistently he's been getting like 1 or 2 picks just off of his hook cooldown has been really impressive, and it's done quite a bit of work for their team.
Yeah, the one thing is that both teams have Kiriko or whatever, the box one, and they're popping Soldier Kiriko, and that's getting 1, and Hefe is kind of caught out right now. He needs to sort of leave or get out. However, PJ still in the background,
This is probably
just
gonna be
waiting
last
for
fight
it.
here.
Yeah, yeah. PJ is going for the hard flank right now.
Oh, Thick Boy's looking for a hook right here.
However, Frosty does catch him out, so
This is
they
gonna be
are
a
ready
really
for
big
him.
Kiriko ult from the Pet Rocks right now.
Yeah,
They might
I
win the
do
fight
think
off of
they're
that.
going to beat it to counter. Yep. And there's the beat. However, Mikey with the one on Naga, very good pick. Bomber Cloud and Thick Boy do get very good counter picks. Mikey does get another pick when he goes out. And Frosty's just trying to stay alive on point, same with Nathan. And that is...
That's it, yeah. So that's one of my least favorite things about Push, is that
Thick
like
Boy.
it felt like the Pet Rocks just got a big lead at the beginning, and then like the rest of the 8 minutes didn't matter because they were just trying to maintain their space. It was a very good performance by the Pet Rocks. They had a lot of really good overclocks too.
Yeah. And yeah, Bomber Cloud and like Thick Boy were doing a lot of work.
A lot of work, yeah.
Yep. What do you think the Newts need to do to like change things up? What's the change
I
in the
think
lineup?
the number one thing they can do right now is
Yeah.
try to pick a map that you can't play Hog on. Like try to pick any map that favors Doomfist, and then maybe put Yeet in for Doomfist, and then try to see if they can either get a Doom 1v1 or try to just at least, or not Yeet, try to get Booney on his Doomfist, and then try to force a 1v1 against Yeet, and then hopefully they're able to like just create a better comp matchup, because I feel like the comp was much better for the Pet Rocks.
Yep.
Just as a synergy, like the hero picks worked a lot better with each other than on the Newts. I feel like if they could just start trying to force some Doom mirror matchup, that would be really good for the Newts.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think that works better if they sort of pick a more like uh nicer map for that. Uh, the
I
Pet
would,
Rocks do also have to put in either Yeet or Hyper Bola. These
yeah,
next couple of maps. So that is something to keep in mind. And the Newts are actually swapping out Bronx for Caden. So I think, yeah. Hmm.
I also don't know if necessarily that means that it's going to be a like any sort of meta changes. It might just be that they want to make sure like their players get playtime.
It is a mandatory rule to
Yeah,
have all players play time. I think what the Pet Rocks might do is keep the same. I don't know if they're going to put Yeet and Hyperbola now or just like afterwards, sort of get two maps under the belt and then
yeah.
switch them up.
I would probably, so if I was in their position, just because they won that first map so decisively, I would keep everything the same.
And
And
just
then,
wait
you
till the
know,
final map to
if
switch
because if
things up.
they take a 2-0 lead, then they can
Yeah,
feel like more confident if they do make switches.
yeah,
I think right now I'm not in their lobby right, or in their team chat right now, but I would be like clicking on all cylinders. I'd be really hype, and I wouldn't want to like kill any energy by like making changes to either the comp or to the to like the team.
yeah. What map you think it? What type of
What
map?
So they get to choose the map type, right?
No, it's the what is the second one after this? It's the
Oh,
uh,
hybrid.
is it hybrid? Let me check. Uh,
I think it's either hybrid or escort.
oh,
We don't know the rules here.
it's hybrid. Oh yes.
Hybrid. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. So
Let me
couple of
think.
hybrid map.
I would be so excited. I don't think this is gonna happen, but I would love for them to pick Kings Row and just do a Rhine 1v1. That would be so
Um,
fun.
if
Uh
I
they
could,
might go Gibraltar. Not Gibraltar,
Gibraltar?
sorry. That's not a hybrid. What else are the hybrid maps? Parisio, I think, is a really good hog map, so I don't think they would pick that.
There
Um,
is Blizzard World,
maybe Blizzard
which
World.
yeah.
A lot of the hybrid maps are really like kind of like flank heavy, and they're picking Ike.
Wall.
I do think this
Yeah,
is a good hog map. At second map or second point, I feel like a lot of the high ground would be really good for Doomfist. So I think if they're able to like kind of hold it together, there's also a really good rollout map. So I don't know if he's gonna do any rollouts here, but this is one of the like original classic ones where people would do like rollouts where they like float over the roofs and then slam in. But yeah, I think this is a lot of the hybrid maps are very like would favor the hog over like a Doomfist, but I think this is probably one of the better ones. This one I think Blizzard World would also be a pretty good one too to run a Doomfist on.
honestly, yeah. I mean, like, have you seen the Doomfist like rollouts on this map? Kind of
Yeah.
rare. You get to like jump over 15 feet, and oh,
Uh,
that is
It's not as
funny.
good in Overwatch 2 as Overwatch 1, but it is still pretty decent. The uppercut, I feel like Doomfist losing the uppercut wasn't necessary. They didn't need to do that. I really like the Doom uppercut.
Yeah. You know, Doom Slam kind of goes bonk. Yeah.
Yeah. If they're able to really coordinate dives, Doomfist slam. I
Oh,
think they're
and
probably
it
gonna
will.
oh, they are gonna change it.
Yeah. I think it's
Maybe they're gonna run the Doom.
yeah, maybe the Doom. I could see that. Definitely could see PJ play Kiriko if I'm not wrong. And
Wait,
I
they put
think
Jeff EFA on DPS, right?
yeah,
That's interesting.
yeah.
So this is the opposite of what I was saying. They basically changed their entire lineup. They
Yeah,
kept PJ again, but they swapped his role. So that's like and Hefe, they swapped his role too.
yeah, I think it's yeah,
They probably have a comp in mind they're gonna run, and they put the players in based off of that.
yeah.
I think it's a
don't
risky decision, but it might work out well for them.
I think if I'm not mistaken, this like Pedrox is like pretty close to like SO Max.
This lineup right here.
Yeah. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's like stepping off SO Max. Or,
Wow.
like,
I know
something
Yeet's pretty
stupid.
high, so that doesn't surprise me at all.
Well, it's just like the placement of the players. It's just like
Yeah. Oh, gotcha.
yeah. That's very interesting. Um,
I do think SR is a little bit overrated. This is interesting. They're running the like opposite comps that I thought they would run.
oh,
Yeah, Booney would be playing the Doomfist here.
yeah, he switched that up. We do see Nathan on Hanzo Guy, so that's cool.
I do like the Hanzo right now a little bit better than the Soldier, just because I feel like the headshots is a lot more value than Soldier has, but I do think that Hanzo's much more diveable with the Doomfist, so hopefully he doesn't get just hard
He's got
by this Doomfist.
He's got Hanzo jump. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Nathan with
okay.
a very good Oli pit headshot. So yeah, on Bomber Cloud, that is very good. As Bomber Cloud, Ice, Cold Build is very good, and Yeet does counter it, but Nathan with another good pick, and Booney with a fantastic hook. I do believe they're just cleaning up. PJ's just,
They need to get out. They just need a reset.
I think PJ is going to just, he's just trying to help it.
I'm a
Yeah,
little surprised.
they're going to
Oh, I think he's in. If I was Booney right now, I would go back to spawn and swap Doomfist. I feel like if you were going to play the Hog, you should have played that last map, so I assumed that he was like not comfortable on the Hog and would prefer to run like one
No,
of those
he's
picks.
comfortable on everything, I
Yeah.
guess.
I'm kind of surprised he didn't pull it out last map, but
However, he just went into the enemy team.
I wonder if that was a tactical reset. He went really deep there.
I don't believe that was the
You don't think so?
I think it was just like 5 dudes, he's like trying to go for the hog flank, and then 7 dude was just right there. Mikey does kill Hypobla, but Bomber Cloud does kill Mikey, and PJ does kill Frosty. With a good old punch.
Yeah, Bombaclot has been able to, like, he got a lot of picks last fight, so now he has his ult. I think it's gonna get a lot of value, especially against the, like, really immobile, like, Hanzo right here, so
Yeah,
we'll see.
however, Hanzo does, Nathan does get a pick on Hefe, and Mikey does force down Yeet. I do believe Bombacloud's gonna back up in the time team. However, Mikey with a nice
Big
head
pick by Mikey.
shot in mid. Both supports are alive, and the Newts have taken over high ground.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeet's
So just
whipping out
for
the Orisa.
Nathan is on the call right now, and however Booney does seem to be out of position, but Katie does manage to hit. Booney, they're using Kitsune Rush, plays Whole Hog. However, Bombacloud finds two with the Kitsune Rush Whole Hog. So it is 3-4-3 right now. So it's definitely Mikey v Bombacloud right now.
I'm gonna be really disappointed if they don't get this point right here, because they went probably a solid like 10 or 15 seconds without touching the cart. They usually get a cap right here.
Mikey does get the ult and does shoot one. Hayden pops beat, and there's a beat counter. Yeet is just going on to the point, and Booney tries and flanks them to the side. Both supports is very hidden right now, and Hayden with a fantastic move on Hefe. However, PJ and Bombacloud does kill the maintain and damage dealer for thing. Lucio's are punching everyone right now, it seems, because that, and Hayden's just trying to get back. It's both supports just sort of stalling, I guess.
They just need to jump off the map. This fight's going way too long.
Yeah.
I guess Frosty gets out, so that's actually pretty good.
Yeah, however, Hayden does need to do some cool Lucio rollout right now. Ooh.
We got a Jason
And there is a
right now.
fight on bridge, however they do not have the Lucio. They do now, so they're going to probably start engaging, and I do believe Booney is going to try to separate the support from the tank.
If they're able to combo right now, they really should try to pull Orisa full into a jump red grab.
Pop for both things. However, Hypola with the double and Bombacloud, they just popped, I guess. Sojournaut, Railgun, and just overclock or whatever, and just killed a lot. However, Mikey is very close to
What?
pause. You know, things happen. Mikey is very close to also
Big early pick by Halfback. Gonna really drag this out.
What do you believe is gonna be popped next fight?
I think the tire is gonna get popped. I don't know if they've correctly tracked the ult right now, but Kaden does not have beat yet, so a tire can very easily get one. Hopefully, if they do tire, it does not get shut down immediately by the Sojourn Rail. But we will see. I think that's gonna be the win condition right here.
So it's going to be a high ground sort of push upward. However, it's just Booney up there right now. The rest of his team did go out, however, he can regroup. And they're still trying to take the high ground from Pet Rocks. I think they're going to try to force the Pet Rocks to get off the contest point. The Pet Rocks pop beat early, and I do believe Yeetmeister with a nice taunt thing. However, Mikey does shut down thing, and Hypola gets shut down thing. Frosty with a very nice headshot on Mikey. Hefe did pop, I believe, Tile very late into that fight.
Yeah. Pet Rocks really should have committed to that fight a lot earlier.
Yeah.
Are able to touch though, so we'll see if they can hold on.
Yeah, Yeetmeister, does get knocked off, feels bad.
Unlucky.
Oh, and Hayden does get Hefe, they are cleaning up on point. However, Bombacloud with a kill before however, Mikey just with that Sojourn damage.
gonna get a close spawn. This is actually
So-
turning out to be a really good push from the Newts after last map. Felt like it was so one-sided. It feels like they are putting up quite a bit of a fight on this. We'll see if
however,
they can full cap, but
yeah, I do believe what's gonna happen next is Frosty will probably use
the
the
visor.
ult about now. However, a Bomber Cloud with the early pick onto Kaden and Yeetmeister with the early pick. Still right now running as PJ does chase down Nathan, and
I was really expecting them to visor with the Kitsune Rush and just clean up.
now it's going to be sort of Kitsune Rush, beat Kitsune Rush. However, PJ's very close to that beat, and he does have the ult pretty soon.
I didn't even realize this, but we've now swapped to a Doom 1v1.
Yeah, to do Mikey with a very good pick onto Hefe at the beginning. And Bomber Cloud with the early pop with that, killing Nathan. So the down half of Mikey with the kill onto Bomber Cloud with that. Let's see if there is a good slam.
Mikey, oh my god.
Mikey just killing
3K, 4K,
Okay.
oh my... Booney,
Aw.
you can't steal the 5K, Booney.
Booney stole the 5K. However, Mikey and Nathan both have the ult. There is IO and beat from the opposing side, but
he
Kaden
gets a
does.
beat.
Oh, he did. Fantastic.
That's huge.
Oh, Nathan does get one, and there is a lot of firing squad by the Newts right now. They are just using all the damage,
That's
and
a
they get
big
to
fight.
cap with that. So that does mean that
Score.
That was probably a Doomfist punch into the beat, right? To cancel it?
Yeah.
Switching sides.
So really, that's probably a fight-winning move by Booney right there.
honestly, very good.
Initiating match.
I probably should... What is he saying?
Forgot about that bug.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, I think there's a bug with his keyboard is what he's saying. 'Cause there's that random pause on second. Yeah.
Oh. That is-
That was a big push from the Newts, especially after last match, just seeing them able to, like, they really are able, like, trading blow for blow with the Pet Rocks right now.
back base pauses even though it's not bound. Oh, the more you know. Yeah, the Newts did pretty well on that
I'm more of a
push.
basketball person.
Now to see
Not a fan of your
what they're
home
going
team,
to
huh?
do to defend. And
Don't
again,
put words in
we're
my
seeing
mouth.
the change now. Yeetmeister's like, yeah, I saw you. Your hog on
Clear
force
heads,
point are gonna
sharp
try to.
eyes.
Yeah.
So they swap that, sticking with the same sort of, and Hefe's goes on to the trace, so I think those are,
I do think that the Newts looked really good when they swapped over to the Doomfist comp.
One.
The hog was actually working out pretty well too, but I just think that they looked more comfortable on the Doomfist comp. So maybe that's what they've been practicing.
so Heat is just going to try to walk in. They do let them walk in to force point, however there is very good headshot and sort of focus fire on Thing. Nathan with a very good pick on Thing, and Frosty finishes up with Hypo. They're now chasing PJ back to spawn. And yeah, Mikey did very good that fight.
It's a very fast, very clean fight win.
Yeah.
The good thing for the Pet Rocks. The good thing for the Pet Rocks is that wasn't very fast, so they didn't lose very much time on the time bank.
Yeah.
I think I'm not mistaken. Oh.
Oh, Yeet Fifth's a fantastic pick on a hook onto Mikey, and however Booney is going in very hard right now, and another hook to sort of kill Booney, and
He was
then
trying.
Cloud gets it. However, Kaden does get a kill before they go, and the two supports are just trying the hardest to stay alive. Mikey is back onto the point, and Booney Apple, they don't have any support, so we do believe they're going to back off. However, Mikey with a good
Good pick right
a
there.
sort of just leaving pick. onto.
Yeah, I felt really bad for Booney because he was trying to go really hard because he was so close to his ult, and I think he died 99% to Meteor Strike. So he would have gotten out if he had just gotten like one more punch. It looks like they are going to stabilize. I think the Newts are going to have a lot of ults here. I think they're going to be able to punch back, but it's probably going to be a 10 ult fight right here. They have both sides have a full charge, or full bank of ults.
So, Booney pops his ult very early on to change high ground.
You have an ability for that, Booney.
You know, and then he uses it to punch back. Nathan
I think he was just
shooting
low. He
from
was trying to, like,
above.
reset.
However, the Heatmeister decides to walk into the enemy team and then leave. Booney, the Newts are just taking the high ground. However, Frosty jumps out to pop Kitsune Rush, and Booney's going straight into the enemy team. They do focus fire down Booney, and what sort of thing? Mikey pops
Mikey with another 3K.
overclock to sort of finish the fight. What do you feel about that?
I was a lot of ults from both sides. That just when they lost E, that was basically the end of the fight. I feel like the comp really falls apart, especially hog comps just fall apart without the hog. I feel like at least the like kind of more mobile divey comps are able to kind of have a chance of winning if they lose their main tank. But
So the Rocks are right now going to try to climb to top of class. So Booney does get Bomber Cloud in the midst of the team, but he is very low. Thankfully, Frosty does TP towards him, and Nathan does get another kill on Hefe. He's been pretty good on killing those elite matches. And they do finish out Jose. Yeet needs to get out there. I think he's just sort of getting trapped in there. Yeah, he's getting bullied in there. No, Yeet.
that was such a hard pocket onto Booney from the supports, Frosty and Kaden. He got so low like 3 or 4 times that fight, and they just kept him up. And the fact that they kept him up, he was able to come away with those
Bomber
kills.
Cloud with a very early pick onto Mikey. However, so they might be able to head up before the
I think
fight
the spawns
even
are too far
starts.
away. I think they'll get back pretty quickly.
Oh, they do pop that. However, there's a counter beat by Katie to stop Kitsune Rush. And also Bomb Cloud pops that. So they'll just pop in everything.
That was actually pretty good to take the fight there for the Newts, just because the cart was so far back and they got so many ults out. They didn't get a lot of ults out, they just got very impactful ults out of the Pet Rock, so they were able to take another fight on bridge here, and I think they're going to probably have the ultimate advantage this fight.
It's about 2 for 2, maybe 3 for 2
Yeah,
if
I
they
think
get
that they're all going to get ults on this.
And fantastic
wow.
kill onto Booney killing Yeet. However, Mikey does die early. Visor is popped, and yeah, the fight just gets thing. However, Hyperbola does get a kill onto Kaden before they.
That's not going to matter, but it is really funny that he got a headshot on the Lucio with like a second left in the fight.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna take you out with me.
Now that
Lucio, Kaden does a speed back. And the Rocks right now don't have a lot of ults compared to the Newts. The Newts have a lot more impactful ults. I mean,
I would rush early, try to win the fight quickly.
Yeah.
And then force a reset. They might just wait until the time runs out and then try to just take a really late fight so they can't contest.
Oh, Mikey with a very good early pick, same with Hefe. TJ's trying to probably take out Nathan before they go. However, Nathan does counter it, and Booney jumps off the edge.
Classic Booney L.
Rip.
He's gonna get back.
They
Big
do
kick from
have
Mikey.
Kitsune Rush on. So, Ferocity does need a really good thing. However, Hefe with a very good early pick onto
They traded though. Both the soldiers are gonna be down this fight.
both soldier thing. I do think Kitsune Rush is gonna be popped, and
need to do
also
that
Dragon
really
is going to
quickly.
be counter power. However, the Rocks are very close to Kitsune himself, and Hefe with another pick. Oh man, he got the double shot.
Booney!
Booney jumped off the edge again. No, no.
No.
Oh. Mikey is all alone on the point. It did. I'm so sorry.
I don't think they were gonna win that fight anyways, but that does really hurt for Booney to go off the map again.
Yeah, that feels bad.
We had the Hogs had a scrim last night. I believe both went off the map 7 times on Doomfist. Very unfortunate.
Okay. Bomber Cloud does have his ult, so I believe that's going to be popped right now. Yeah. So Booney has to do something about that. Or Bomber Cloud just gets a very good pick, and then they beat to hopefully finish up the fight. Booney's just trying to stay on to the point, so probably they're trying to get overtime right now. And very good continue right by Hypoblo.
Mikey's gotta go sicko mode here.
How about Nathan
Mikey?
and Mikey both get the ults off to sort of do finish off the kills. So, ooh, DPS for the neutral looking. However, they have no ult on either thing. It's gonna be, I think, a dry fight if sort of PJ can't touch.
Hefe might get his dragon, but that's not a very impactful ult right now,
Yep.
so...
Thank you. So right now, both are on Doomfist, and Mikey does have a good shot. Booney does kill Yeet early on, and he did. Dragons popped a bit later than anticipated, and right now it's just Bomb Cloud straight on point, doing the best he can. However, Nathan with the 2k, Yeet does almost touch, but it is.
Yeah.
Newts do get that point.
Big answer from the Newts.
Yep. Big answer.
I do think it was kind of a mistake for them to swap their comp like that. I felt like the first map they were playing really well, and I feel like...
I think they did that so then it's just 1v1, because I think people might get more boomed if you go 2 and then the other team starts winning, you know?
That's true. They want to try to avoid like a reverse sweep.
Yeah, so I think it was better to do that at this point.
But that was a really good showing from the Newts. Mikey, especially on the last point, on attack and defense, had a really good
Yeah.
Oh, are you gonna go get some water?
Yeah, I'm gonna get some water.
Okay. Yeah,
You go
Mikey,
just...
really good overclocks. A lot of like 3Ks from Mikey. Booney played really well in that Doomfist, able to like really open some fights, get people really low just for the other team to like finish them off. The focus fire from the Newts looked really good. The pet rocks, I feel like, can definitely still just bring the hog back out and just see if they can keep rolling on the hog. I don't know if they will do that, but we will see. A lot of really good play across the board from the Newts. Even though it was a close map, it did feel like the Newts had a lot more banger moments on their team. So let's see, how are they swapping it up? They're putting Thick Boy back in, so I'm assuming a hog, and then they're putting Naga in on the support, which makes sense. So I think they're probably going to run the hog map. They might pick a I believe the next one is escort. So escort map. It looks like they're putting in Thick Boy, so they're probably going to run a hog.
They're going to a surprise pick. They're like, you know, they want to be cool, so they're going to pick the new map.
Oh,
Shambhala
like
Temple.
yeah, the new one.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
Nah, it's Havana.
Oh,
Oh,
I have not played in Havana in so long.
oh, Havana's great.
Isn't it still out of the map pool?
You know,
I don't know if I don't think I've played that in comp at all.
I don't think it exists. But you know, some maps don't get to exist because, oh no, they're not cool.
Yeah, this is also one that's really hard to run Doomfist on. I feel like it's not very many high grounds throughout the map. A very like kind
Second
of linear
point,
map.
though.
Maybe second point, but
Second point, I would say same with third point because of the castle.
yeah,
You
it's
can
still I don't
really
think
dive
I think
more.
there are other like tanks that are better than
I
Doomfist.
I do
Hog,
think
I think, is really good here.
Force Point is very good on a Hog, though.
So I'm curious if Booney is gonna pull out the Hog like he did on Eichenwald, or if he's gonna go back to the Orisa like he did on Esperanza. Orisa, I do think, is also pretty good on this point, just because I feel like you get more like poke, long range poke, and since this is like a classic long range poke, I also Bombaclot has a nasty Widow, so they might try to run like double sniper on this map, just because
Oh yeah,
especially first point with the long sight lines, first and third point.
definitely Force Point. I could see double sniper.
Yeah,
Um, and also third point. Second point, I got no clue.
yeah.
But
So
second point
I
is
wonder if the Newts might try to play if they do run double sniper, they might try to play just get on the back line just as fast as possible, just try to avoid the Hog instead of trying to fight the Hog, just go around him.
Yep.
I could see that working out pretty well for them. But the Hog looked really good on the first map, so I think Thick Boy is going to have a pretty good map here. Yeah, let's see.
Oh,
Tracer might be good here too. I think this is a pretty good Tracer map. There's a lot of
oh.
angles and flanks you can go for. What was that?
Did we introduce ourselves?
Oh, I don't know if we did. I am Panini. I am I guess I'm doing color, I think.
I'm Muffin. I might be doing a cast.
You might be
Whatever
casting right
that
now.
means.
And then
I
our
save
prod
things. Is
our
Riddle
prod is Ricotta Dog,
a Riddle dog?
big
Riddle
old cheese
dog?
fan.
I mean, I am a cheese fan myself.
Oh, who is not a cheese fan?
I mean,
That should be
non-cheese
a team next one is like the Carolina cheeses.
Ready for battle.
I think that'd be fun. Everyone has to change their in-game name to a cheese. Like they're gonna have a brie and a Swiss and a.
I mean, that's right now like the Wendell for cheese.
That's true. The Wensleydale.
We the cheese. And yo, you were right with the double sniper. They're gonna go pew pew from the high ground and go ah. So it's gonna be
we do
Doug
this
on
right,
the cover.
they won't
Nathan
even know
is
what
on the
happened.
Reaper guy, so I'm guessing
wonder-
he's gonna try to flank up. And
I would
Booney's on
think the
host.
Newts probably know that they probably are aware that they're gonna run the snipers here. So I wonder if they're gonna. I don't think this Orisa comp with the Reaper is very good against the snipers, just because they can just kind of shoot people. So I wonder if they're gonna stay on this, if they're gonna swap off.
The BAP is fascinating though.
The BAP is really interesting.
We just got everyone except Thick Boys on the high ground basically. Well, Jeff Heavy went down to the low ground, and there is a pick onto Booney as both snipers shoot the start. I do think might be a fight in a small building. And PJ on another headshot onto Nathan, and Mikey is forced into sort of the ground. They gotta do something to get
What is it
them
they say?
outside.
Like shooting ducks in a barrel or something?
Oh,
That's
fish
just
in a barrel.
fish in a barrel. That's it.
Yeah.
They're pulling out the Hog. That makes sense.
Except, could you also do that with dogs?
You could. It'd be a little bit
Oh.
more morbid, but
Would it?
Yeah.
I mean, depends if you think like dogs are superior.
oh
But
man.
PJ does a very early on 2 kills on. Okay, snipers. The sniper squad is
just
just
so
shooting
good.
people. Please help. They're just shooting people on the line. Newt's gotta change up the strategy. I don't
They're running a
think
Genji here,
running
which I
it
like.
down straight forward into enemy snipers.
What I
is
would do
the
if I
best
was them.
strategy. Yeah.
I would swap to some sort of dive comp. Like, I personally still think Monkey's pretty good. Monkey might be good here, and I would either try to go left side or right side and just try to dive the high ground. Even if you're not diving the Widow, just dive the high ground, force them to rotate, and then if they do a slow rotation or a sloppy rotation, you can punish that a lot easier with like a dive comp.
Yo, PJ with the only dragon and Bomber Cloud and PJ with a bunch of sniper kills. Oh man. Mikey is just trying to shoot down main probably to get a pick on PJ. And boy with the frame to do it. So I do think they need to go down right side, because Thick Boy
Yeah.
right now is trying to go sort of the left, and sort of going up that staircase could honestly be a bit better.
Yeah, they need to reduce the line of sight for the Widow, and I feel like going down mid is probably the worst
They
decision you can
do
make
have
because
a
you just get
damage
so much.
boosted Mikey now, which is very
Interesting.
useful. And both Hog up Booney does get the hold up thing, and Mikey does take over the high ground right now. Yeah.
That was a good fight. That was a very good disengage from the Pet Rocks.
So
They lost that fight when Dick Boy went down, and they just immediately pulled back. So now they're gonna have another pretty solid contest here.
Yeah. Well, I do like PJ on the off angle. As,
Wow, that's a huge window. He got deleted.
A very good window by Kaden. Ooh, but a very good shot by Coldbill for his name. However, Mikey wants to finish this up, so he pops the overclock. Goes pop. However, Thick Boy kills Booney by the end of it.
I think that's a really hard.
We got some multi actions by Bronx. They pulled out the Glock, and Mikey with another good kill on to the thing. However, double sniper. He got shot up.
Claude is just doing so good this map. He is just.
He's shooting people.
You have to respect him. You can't try to peek and challenge him because he will kill you.
And also, if he doesn't kill you, there's PJ to
PJ will, yeah. PJ's been doing really good this map too. This map is a lot worse for the snipers.
Very good dragon by PJ right now.
Wow.
And which kills the enemy. He does headshot Nathan, and he goes very in right now. Mikey does counteract it. However, Thick Boy goes for the long angle to kill 2. Yeah. However, the both teams are going to, well, you can go, yeah.
I think they have used quite a bit of resources coming up to this point, so I think the Pet Rocks are going to have a really easy time rotating ult between the infra site, possibly to scout and try to get some early picks, and the Kitsune Rush here would be really big for them.
A very good
very soft,
hook by Thick Boy, and Kitsune at Hogs. Yeah, this is where you just leave. This is where you go off. However, PK is now on the trace, so yeah, this is where you run.
I think this was like
Mikey does kill Coldbill, and they do have close till one, so that is a good pick.
I do think it was a very, very interesting decision to use the whole hog with the Kitsune Rush. I think that was more of a mental decision to try to get into their heads, like use all their ults and just they absolutely rolled in that fight with the whole hog. I love seeing whole hog with the Kitsune Rush.
Speaking of interesting things, Booney on Rhine.
I'm so excited.
I am also excited. Mikey, Thick Boy with a good hook onto Bronx, so no Lucio speed, so that is very hard on to think. However, Mikey does pop, PJ with the stick on to go kill Booney, and sort of they clean up that fight.
I do like Ryan as a character, but he is not in a very good state right now. Just seems like there are much better characters to play over him. So we'll see if they can make it work, but especially against the comp that the Pet Rocks are running.
Does need to survive though, if they're going to make it work. Yeah. Like right now they need a speed and then go onto the high ground. Naga with the only pick onto Nathan. That is not good. They Hefe with a very good disengage, and Bomba Cloud with three. Oh, with
wow.
With
wow. 4K? Is that a 5K or a 4K?
He got 4 people. Cause Naga got the other kill. But yeah. I did not like the Reinhardt, to be honest.
Yeah. So I think part of there's 2 different things that they can do here, right? If they run the Reinhardt, there's 2 different ways you can play Reinhardt. You can either play him very slow or very fast. It felt like they weren't really committing. I think they probably should have been playing a little bit faster. They were taking too long to rotate in, and they were rotating really long sight lines on that second point. I think what they could do is they could have gone around the right side and try to go take the high ground. But they weren't doing that. They were taking the long sight line, getting like chunked down by the Sojourn and the Hanzo. So it was just really difficult for them to push in with that.
Yeah, they didn't go the sneaky sort of sneaky entrance. They either went into Thick Boy or just like went
They either
straight
tried to
down
challenge
mid.
Thick Boy or tried to like take a long sight line and then try to
They
challenge the
did get it
DPS.
eventually due to some really good ults. But yeah. And Booney staying on the
On the
Reinhardt,
Rhine?
they're going more of like a
Oh,
rush
they're gonna
rush.
close hold here.
Yeah, they're gonna
Uh,
close hold rush. That is
yeah.
very
I
interesting.
I don't like close hold without the Mei. I think the Mei is really good for the close hold because you can really isolate people and run them down. They're not running that, so maybe they're just gonna try to overwhelm them with
I
damage.
think it's yeah. I think just because of the dominance of Sojourn, I think that's why instead of
Maybe.
me, like Sojourn's going to do that, and Booney they'll go into close hold that. A Bomber Cloud with the pick, there is a lot of damage going into Booney right now. Mikey does get one. Although Nathan does die to the overall damage of that. Mikey with another one.
Ultimately, it's not gonna matter, but wait,
Mikey went
wait, Mikey!
Yo, the 3 helos in
Oh, he
Mikey.
gets taken down.
Bomber Cloud with 3. Damn.
On this point, you kind of have to go for the close hold.
Mikey's
Yeah.
like, yo, look what I can do with the Bomber Cloud's like, yo, I can do that also. And now Booney's on Sigma.
I do like the Sigma quite a bit here, especially if you're gonna play this. It looks like they want to play slow, and playing the Sigma slow against the Hog, if you can block the hooks, and then if you can use your accretion to stun the peel.
Ooh, but Thick Boy does hook in and hit, Booney just gets deleted by the damage.
That's the problem with the Sigma, is like if you don't successfully shut down the Hog will shut down you.
Yeah, Mikey and Nathan thing and Naga's right now just on point. Bomber Cloud does get Mikey and PJ follows up as they sort of take out the high ground where Mikey is on. Booney is a bit close to the team. However, that was a pretty good roll. However, Bomber Cloud just like just really wins it. Ooh. With the
I think we're also getting to the point you really have to start to question the supports too. We haven't even talked about the Baptiste and the Mercy really at all.
Oh yeah.
I understand why they're running it, but I don't think it's
I think I would have
very
preferred the good old Kiriko because I do think Kiriko's good in a lot more comps. But mostly I do believe like pocketed if they pocket Mikey very well, which I
Mikey, is he gonna do it again?
Oh, well, Mikey gets 2.
Mikey!
He's just berzapping. He's berzapping everyone. Woo! Woo!
Mikey with a 4K?
He got the 4K shooting it. Oh, Mikey just went pew 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 pew, bullet gun, and just killed 3. That was fantastic. Oh, and a 4th! He just kills Bomber Cloud and like least I do like the most because of like the pocketed Mikey. That's cool.
Yeah.
I
feel like the problem with that is that I feel like if you run the Mercy, you should run a Kiriko with it.
Yeah, but it's not the worst though.
Oh no, Mikey!
Very good pick by Thick Boy. And the whole Hog is very scary. Couple PJ and the Kiriko ult is gonna be very rough. I think it just yeah, I think they just got overwhelmed by ult at the end. It just was just like and then Mikey did very cool things.
It's just not enough.
Yeah. As we can see, very cool thing.
This ends now.
He's sitting on the high ground. He goes pew, and then he's like pew, and then another pew, and then look at that person pew, pew, and then
I think those are all body shots too.
Oh, body shot bandit.
The body shot bandit, Mikey himself.
Yo, he got like he shot everyone in the chest, and they're like, oh no. Yeah.
I really enjoy seeing Mikey pop off, but it hurts not seeing him actually get rewarded for it. He played so well, and the team won, and I felt like a lot of that was because Mikey's big plays with the overclock. But like even though he was having these big overclocks here, they still like lost with like 3 minutes left. That was another decisive map with the Hog.
Oh, we got some cough next. Ooh, King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I think King of the Hill is going to be another one that favors the Doomfist.
Yeah, I mean, even because we could talk about different maps. What is a nice map you want to see?
I would love to see the Newts pick Busan. I
Busan.
think downtown. Well, I don't know. Bombaclot with the Widow looked really good, so maybe if they pick downtown, maybe he's gonna go Widow there.
I
But
would like to see Lijiang because I like
Ijeong would
Lijiang.
be a good one too. I think those are probably the two they're most likely to go for because they both have a really dive heavy map, downtown and gardens. Uh, you can run dive. They're picking
Oh,
Lijiang.
sweet!
But then also that control center is very like close quarters, so that like you can get some really good like
Is it?
empowered punches in very close together that you could get like really good slams, getting a lot of cleave damage with the Doomfist. That makes a lot of sense for them if they're going to run the Doomfist. But I do think that Hog is pretty good on Night Market. Uh, I do think you still probably could run the Doom on Night Market too.
Yeah.
But I do like the Hog because I feel like if you like you can either force point or you could try to go for like the angles and like
Also,
shorten the distance.
the also thing is Lijiang. We might actually see Mikey Echo. That thing's scary. I don't like
Yes.
that thing.
Yeah.
That thing I don't like. It goes Bomber Cloud and PJ will. It's gonna be hard because they're on DPS, but it is very oppressive, Mikey Echo.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
The last map that I watched was the Mankato Mammoths versus the Wendigos, and Jack pulled out Echo on this map for them and hard carry off of his. He had an Echo and I think he had a Pharah. He was able to do so much damage. They were pretty much able to win just off of like that one hero pick.
Oh my.
So we'll see. I think that they both have a lot of carry potential. Echo and Pharah if they run either of those. And then I think especially if they pull a Mercy out and they try to pocket that, I think they definitely could run like a flyer and come out and win this map too.
Uh,
I would love
yeah,
to see
yeah.
this go to map 5. This would be so fun to go to map 5, but
It is.
the
It
Hog
is.
has been oppressive. So we'll see if he can continue to roll on the Hog or if they can maybe throw them a curveball with like an Echo and see if that can shut them down.
Also, thank you for it is a late stream. Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's late night. We got some good old relaxing music playing.
I need
Overwatch
to ask
music.
them why this is so late. I wonder if it was
Uh,
like a scheduling thing and they need to like
Schedule
get
thing.
yeah.
Scheduling's always pretty messy. A bit messy sometimes. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun fourth map.
Do you think the Pet Rocks are gonna put him away or do you think the Newts are gonna
Oh,
fight for map 5?
no, no. Mikey's gonna go crazy.
You
Boone
think
gonna go crazy. Nathan gonna go crazy. Bronx gonna go really crazy. And
yeah.
Frosty gonna go really, really crazy.
The
That
only
thing,
endorsement level 3 is gonna hard carry on Frosty.
yeah, Frosty, I believe. Um,
Just in
yeah,
general, I feel like narrative wise, just having like like I'm not even necessarily lower seeds, but like teams with lower expectations like come out and do well. I feel like the
like,
Pet Rocks pretty much across the board were favored to win this map. So if the Newts are able to pull this off, even to force a map 5 would be really exciting.
yeah, I would really be excited by that.
Yeah, both teams have had very good performances so far. They both have had really big hero moments. It's been a very fun map so far.
Yeah, they go. It's like which DPS is like, "Whoa, I shoot 7," and then the other DPS is like, "Whoa, I shoot 7." Like, oh,
Yeah.
that's
Lijiang
kind of.
also is probably one of my favorite maps in the probably in the map pool right now. Just
I
because
mean,
I feel like the 3 maps that they have on it are so variable. You can run a lot of different comps. I think they're
I've
getting ready to
always
go
been
in.
a Lijiang enjoyer.
Yeah. I love back in Goats meta when you just run control center and you have these big like massive brawls. That was super fun.
Now arriving at Lijiang
Oh,
Tower. Initiating
I haven't heard
launch.
that in a long time.
We're going control center first, it looks like.
Oh,
So I would love to see them do a Rhine duel. I don't know if that'll happen, but I would love to see that. If I were to predict, I would say they're probably going to do Doom 1v1. I know this map has been very notable at least recently. I don't know if it still is as good for running the Symmetra with the Junkrat.
How
Symmetra
about-
did just get a buff, so we'll see if they do run a Symmetra here. Could be very interesting.
Thick Boy is going to be running the Hawk again. He's very comfortable on the Hawk. They are going to run Symmetra.
I would
Both
love to see
teams
the
are
Symmetra
running.
Junkrat. Yes,
The
yes.
Junkrat. Ooh, Junkrat time. Don't.
They might swap to like Sojourn off the Symmetra, but I hope they stay.
Definitely 100%.
Symmetra's really good now.
Yeah, check this out. It's gonna be like TP. Ooh,
Oh, Tracer. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
both one red Tracer, one red Sojourn. Ooh, and PJ with the early pick on to Nathan. Will the bomb be everyone your favorite? Bam. Booney's kind of in the corner right now with Bronx. Bronx has been caught out same with Booty, and they do get sort of picked off before they leave. And PJ with 3. Ooh,
PJs.
come on. And a 4th.
4,
Oh, man.
PJ.
Oh no. Oh
Is he gonna
no.
get Frosty?
Oh, Frosty, leave. Oh man. Frosty's putting out the
There's
moves
no-
on
the
PJ.
movement.
Cover.
Oh
Yo,
my God, Frosty.
Oh my goodness, with the jukes and jives, they got out of there. Shoot.
PJ's already about to get his.
However, PJ
Wow.
goes and shoots down Brock and Sink. Frosty with the moves. He's still doing the moves. Oh my goodness. He gets out. Woo!
There's no way, Frosty.
Yo, Frosty's using all his movement tech right now.
Frosty doing a Houdini trick right here.
Yeah.
Escape
Oh, man.
artist. I think this tire is gonna be really big here. We'll see how early they use it.
Ooh, there is a Mikey Chid sort of tried to take a round thing. Thick Boy just gets and hooks Booney straight after his like jump. And 2 supports and like thing is just Frosty again outside.
They need to stabilize
man.
here. They keep getting staggered. That's a
Oh,
big pick, but
Frosty
they
with
still
a
need to
good
stabilize. They're still down 1.
Yeah, they need to just hold your horses, Mikey. Just
The
switch
Lucio
for your
Orisa is
team.
a very good swap here. I really like
Oh
that.
yeah, okay, that is nice.
Now
They
we can
do
kind of run
have
down the
like
Hawk.
the Hawk just have all the not Hawks. Bedrocks have all the ult, and they're just gonna use the Casino Rocks. However, Naga does fall forward it, and they used a lot of ult. I don't
Use-
think they needed to use 4.
The Newts definitely take that. They only use 2 ults, and the Pet Rock use 4. So
Yeah.
now you can have the
However,
Lucio
they
speed boost.
one touch. It is
Yeah.
a one-touch territory.
It is.
PJ
So we'll
has
see
to
if they
have
can even
a
force touch.
pretty good bomb going out, and they pop into Naoli. Think
Soft
I do
touch.
see the beat right now.
Okay.
There will be a big bomb, but Mikey does find it and
Mikey,
shoots
big
it down.
shutdown.
Booney takes halfway off the high ground. However, there is still PJ on thing. They do flip it before they can touch, and he's down. Naga, it would be out of position, but it's gear call, should they just go out?
I think this is
And
gonna be
it slides out, and they're just trying to leave. The boys
definitely holdable for the Newts. The Orisa provides a huge presence that it's very difficult to push into.
I'm excited. Orisa ult on this map is crazy. Oh, will he use? Ooh, but
Oh,
a very good
no.
hook and double headshot.
Caster
Big
curse.
We're just gonna ignore that.
It's gonna be very
Oh, and
difficult
then
for them to come
Mikey,
back from.
gets hooked by Thick Boy. Frosty's trying to stay alive. So, okay. This is gonna be very rough. Very rough. Booney's trying to touch. Oh, he gets touched. Oh, he's gonna kill. Okay. But Nathan does pop all. He's
I don't know
trying
if they're even
to
gonna have
find a
touch here.
pick. And
Yeah, they gave
Katsune
a touch. I like the Orisa Lucio swap, but I just think it came in a little bit too late.
Score. 1
Yeah.
to 0.
So let's see.
Ready for battle.
I was kind of hoping they got Garden next so that Booney could
They
come out on the
won't even know
Doom
what
Fist.
happened.
But we did get Mikey Fara, so that's kind of cool.
Remember what
But yeah, I would love to see Farah come out here. I'm surprised like you were saying, I kind of expected a Echo or a Fire to come out. Maybe they're like scared of Bombaclot on the hit scan, but I'm surprised they didn't even try it. I would like to see that a little bit earlier.
We
Yeah,
got
the
the
Fire's
power
coming
going on.
out. Let's see.
So that's up to Bomber Cloud, basically. Yeah. Oh, and a very early pick onto Hefe by Mikey. Booney is straight into thing. However, PJ is on the back line, sort of roasting Nathan in the back line. However, Mikey with another thing. He's just sort of flying around, blowing people up. Powerful PJG2 traces fallout, not actually existing. Manages to shoot up bomb. So it's right now just Mikey and Booney on point. Nathan will get back, and there is a very good boot by Booney onto Sick Boy for a lot of ult percentage.
I think that the Pharah is a very good swap here. Sojourn is like a soft counter to Pharah, but the fact that like it's very difficult to do damage until you build your rail, I think it's really easy to play the Pharah into the Sojourn right now.
Yeah, I just really want Bronx to stay onto Mikey as best they can.
Yeah.
Because the damage boosted foe is going to do a lot, as the Bomber Cloud's already off, and however, Booney does get taken out by Thick Boy, and sort of, they're just annoying the foe and killing everyone else, it seems. Hefe with tool.
You can have Barrage here. Let's see if he uses it here. No, he can't.
Yep.
That was still a pretty good fight. I think if they were to have gotten early ults a little bit earlier, and if Booney didn't die super early in that fight, they might have been able to hold on to the
Booney with
point.
the very early death. That is not good. That is the bad.
Unlucky Booney. He's just doing a tactical reset.
Yeah, tactical reset. Who wants to be out there without homies?
Yeah.
He's going back in again. The Newts top 3 and yeah.
How big?
4.
Mikey.
Okay, so they do get points back. However, now they don't have a lot going on, and it is going to be a very scary fight next time. I mean, the rocks are all loaded.
They need to just drag this out. They need to just get as much point time off the clock as they can. I don't think they win this fight with all the ults that Pet Rocks have.
Yeah, and a very early on pick, not pick, but shoot onto Booney. How about that? They're all kiting very well.
Three ults immediately, and they all kite from that. So that's really good.
That is very good.
How
Mikey is all by himself. Ooh.
I didn't see how we got split there.
Yeah, he got split up. And PJ with 2.
Why would you res that?
You know,
if they were to have kept the point right there, that would have been a really good res, because then they could have staggered some more time off the clock. But that just kind of staggered them.
That wasn't the worst.
They managed to kill him.
Did use a lot of ults, so it wasn't the worst. I mean, they do have beat, but that's about it right now. So
the Visor and the Petunia Rush might both come up this fight.
And Frosty with a very good pick on the thing. However, Bomb Cloud does counter it by shooting Mikey with a headshot. Ooh, with a very good res by Bronx. So Booney does fall down from above, and Nathan does pop Visor to kill PJ. Right now it's just half the team. However, Thick Boy with a he's shredded.
That Katsuna Rush came out just a little bit too late. Thick Boy was just able to clean up before that Katsuna Rush even got value.
I do think it's over.
That's very difficult to come back from. I think that's it.
Yeah, Thick Boy just shredded down. Ooh.
Just so like that.
Win.
Pet Rocks come out on top, 3-1. Very impressive performance by the Pet Rocks.
Yeah, very good. Oh man, this ult was dumb. This was a dumb ult. Like,
did they go off the map or was it?
No, he just shreds 2 and then
he just shredded him. Yeah.
And then launches. Oh my.
So, a lot of players in the Pet Rocks played very good across the board. So, who do you think would be your MVP?
I mean, like, Thick like Coldbill bopping, PJ
Yeah.
bopping,
Yep.
Thick Boy also bopping.
Yeah. They all played very well today.
Also, like Naga
A
did
lot of
pretty
really good
well.
Kitsune rushes coming out. A lot of good
But
like
like the hog. I mean, I would say Thick Boy, but what are you feeling?
I think the MVP of the match is the whoever created the patch notes because they did not do anything to
We still
Hog.
need a real MVP.
No. So I think the fact that Thick Boy was able to come out on that Hog and play so well, especially against like the Orisa, the
Yeah,
Ryan came out at one point. He
yeah. I
basically was
mean,
playing really well on this Hog against a ton of different heroes Booney was trying
yeah,
to counter with, and he was able to like
yeah. And also, he was just holding his own for like the post point a lot. I think it's Thick Boy. You think so?
okay. Yeah. Well, wait. What I was reading the thing from Riddle that we're gonna pull whoever MVP is probably in the chat in a little bit.
Yep. So we can drag them all. Just tell them to go to Lounge VC. Okay. So we're gonna be like at is the
Hello.
thick.
Hello. Congratulations on your
Oh,
win.
thank you.
Yeah.
Very impressive performance for your entire team.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
such a fun game. So
Yeah.
Oh,
good.
that's good.
Newts,
I was
Newts were
I was
playing
hoping it went to
well.
5 maps. I thought it was really back and
That's
forth, but
that's fair.
just
I
so
always love playing against Mikey, man. He
yeah.
is a
Oh,
demon.
Mikey played so like he had so many
Mikey,
like hero plays.
you know, yeah,
Yeah.
he will
Yeah.
just pull kills out of nowhere occasionally. Just like,
You
oh, all
you
right.
you did very good on the hog guy. You
Thank
Yeah.
were
you.
you was you, it was like, oh man, things are going pretty well for like the things, and then you like hook someone to like the shadow realm, and then they died. It was like, oh no. It was like,
So
oh,
first thing I
I
want to
guess
ask
after.
you
Yeah.
is this map you played Hog against. I'm trying to remember everything. Doomfist, Orisa, Rhine. I think they also had a Hog at one point against
Yep.
you. Do you think that Hog is the best character in the game right now?
Um, he's probably the most versatile, which is what makes
Versatile,
him
yeah.
so good. Like as far as like tanks, I'd
Yeah.
still say like Sojourn probably better than
Yeah,
him
yeah.
character to character wise. But like him being one of the only tanks that has like reasonably low cooldown peel on demand is
Yeah.
nuts. Just being like, oh, somebody's in my backline, hook, kill, moving on. Like it's absurd. It's crazy how good it is.
Do you think that there is any way to like, at least from a tank perspective, for another tank to like outplay a Hog?
To like take that
Yeah,
spot.
yeah. How would someone defeat
Um,
you in a matchup is what I'm asking.
you've really got to find the other tank's tempo. You really have to figure out like when cooldowns are coming and start to predict them.
I noticed that a lot. It felt like your team just as a unit was playing really well in terms of
Yep.
tempo. You guys were
Yeah,
doing really good
the
engages.
second I would get like speared out of my can, like
Yeah,
Naga was there with a Suzu to
yeah,
purge me and make sure I could walk away, get around
Yeah,
corners to get that last little bit of time so Cold Beer would like headshot somebody.
yeah.
Yeah, it's if you can break the other tank's timing, you can get them off their rotations, which is mentally rough.
So another question I have for you is we
Mhm.
noticed that Yeetmeister came in to play the Doomfist.
Yep.
Do you guys have like a Doomfist comp in your pocket that you're trying to like hide and you just wanted to play the Hog?
yeah.
Or do you just think the Hog is better and you just wanted to put Yeetmeister in on that one map for the Doomfist? Do
I
you
think
have any like secret strats with the
I think
Doomfist?
Yeet's really confident in my hog.
Yeah,
Um,
Yeah.
so I think that's what we practice a lot in scrims. We do
yeah,
definitely have some stuff that Yeet's been practicing too. That where it'll be nice to have it if I can play my maps and
yeah.
roll it
Yeah.
if we need to go. All right, things aren't feeling good with the hog this matchup. Throw Yeet in on them sleeper picks.
A good change of pace.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 It rumbles people pretty nicely.
That's good. Um, Third, question.
Hmm.
If you could, uh, what type of pizza do you like, and if so, why is it
Mm.
Hawaiian? I need to do the kudos question.
It's
Okay.
Is this a Fruitals
This-
question?
Yeah,
This
this
is
is the
this-
Foodles question. It can only be Hawaiian. Those only ones wrong.
This is gonna be a niche pick. It's not Hawaiian. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
But it is Pizza Luce's baked potato pizza.
Pizza
Oh
Luce is so
my.
good.
It's so good.
Oh,
Like,
that's
it is truly divine.
Not
oh,
sponsored,
that's
but Pizza Luce is very good.
It
Uh,
goes so hard.
It's like the problem is it's so expensive, but it's like if you
Yep.
do ever go to Pizza Luce, if like you're like ever treating yourself, get some Pizza
like-
Luce. It's so good.
It's like 17 for a medium pizza, but it is well worth it when
Worth
you're just
it,
like,
yeah.
I need like a good solid food.
Yeah.
oh my.
So looking at the patch notes that just came out, I think
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned this in the stream, but I think that this is the first match since the patch notes came out. So
Yeah.
outside of like Doomfist getting better, which we've talked
Mhm.
about, are there any other characters that you think are either significantly strengthened or significantly like nerfed, I guess, from the patch notes that you think is going to have like maybe a change in the either meta
think-
or at least change in the characters played?
I think the Tracer's feeling really good from
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Like, Tracer's feeling a lot better than the Reaper right now.
I thought it was
Um,
really interesting that they nerfed, they reverted the damage fall off,
Yep.
but I feel like they didn't have like a like buff that countered that. Like it was way
Nope.
more of a buff than the nerf that they had.
I think a lot of the other heroes shifting is what makes Tracer good. I think she
That's true.
fills a very similar role to Reaper, but is way harder to lock down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And like with losing some of the resources that were keeping Reaper so like Sojourn can't one tap from across the map.
Yeah.
So you can't
Yeah.
just like walk your Reaper up and hope he doesn't get killed. So yeah, I think a lot of the shift in resource where you need to put resources has made Tracer like unendingly valuable as she is so independent.
Speaking of the patch notes, what did you think about the
Mhm.
Mercy the pistol buff?
Oh, the Glock is so important.
It's just
If
like the
you're-
best
if-
the best of the
if
game
you-
right now.
If you're not whipping out the Glock, are you playing Overwatch?
Yeah.
True. Yep. Oh man.
I'm a
Well-
very big Glock supporter. Very big Glock supporter.
The Glizzy.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is the best part of Mercy. My opinion.
hands down.
Have you
hands
seen
down.
that head box? It's like the size of someone's head.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
small rocks, small Sigma rocks that you're firing out of your pistol there.
yeah. Final one. Oh, do I get to do the final question? Here it is. If you were the person who was not the person that got picked, then who would the person you pick be picked?
Who what MVP from your team would you nominate?
Yeah,
MVP.
that question.
I'd probably have to go with Naga. His healing has been so
Yeah.
good, and he's like
Yeah.
he's been in my brain synced
Both
up
of
with
your
me. It's
supports
been-
just kept you
yeah,
alive.
Yeah, it was.
I
just
would go
that.
low and be like, oh, stuff is. I need to like lay off the gas, and then suddenly I was back up to like 600 again. And I was like, oh, never mind. I got 2 seconds on my can. I'm good to keep waddling
Yep.
forward.
Speaking of your supports, do you think that they had a I know a lot of teams have their supports do like a lot of comms. Are your supports very active in your comm structure?
Yeah, they're pretty active. They do some good alt tracking for us.
Oh,
Me and Colbier mostly do like shot target calling.
Yeah.
And I try and coordinate fights as best I can with input from Coldbeer. But yeah, they're definitely helping us like keep track of alt rotations, helping us
Yeah.
use our alt rotations properly. Super nice.
well, you've been lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you for thank you for
Thank
having
you
me.
for the thank you for the chat.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good luck in your following rounds. I'm sure that
Here's to another win.
Oh,
for our
final
next match.
one. Who do you want to face next round?
Oh,
Who
that's
you?
a good question.
Yeah, before we head out.
if you had to pick, who do you want to
What are my
face?
options?
Here, I'll go through. It's the Windows,
Mhm.
the Cappy Blappies,
Okay.
the Hogs, and the Marshmallow Monsters.
Hmm. Man, I feel like it would be fun to go against the Marshmallow Monsters because we had a decently close game against them the first time we played. I would like to see if we've improved to the point where we could beat them this time.
Oh my.
Yeah.
You calling them out? Oh,
Uh-huh.
oh boy.
I think
Well-
that would be a fun match, especially seeing the hog 1v1. That'd be really
Yep.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cause
always love a good matchup.
yep. Okay. Do we call it now?
I don't think we
Or-
have. I think we've run out of stuff to say.
Right, perfect.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
And
Do you have
bounce then.
anything? You
Let
have anything
guys in.
else, big guy?
Yeah.
No. No. Okay.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
Take
Good
care.
luck.
Have a good
See you
evening, guys.
later.
Yep.
Hello. This has been the last scuff.
The last of the play-ins.
The last of the playlands. Thank you for this scuff/real prod. Mostly real prod. This is a real prod, and I have been your Castro. I think it's play-by-play Castro. I don't know.
Play-by-play. Yep.
And
I'm
this had,
Paninii. I have also been I've been the color commentator.
Yep.
Congratulations to the Pet Rocks. Well-deserved win.
And-
It's shame to see the Newts go. I was really having fun watching them.
Yep.
But I'm sure that a lot of their players will be back.
Yep.
I love watching their players play. Mikey, great game.
Yep. And thanks.
Thank you
Thank
guys
you
for
for
watching.
Riddle for the prod.
Thank you,
And
Riddle.
we outie. Pop.